Morning guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a flip through of this custom order daybook that will be going out in the post later on today. It's actually made, it's a mini daybook and it runs from September to February, sorry. It's made from this the Graphic45 Communique paper, and it's actually covering a coffee box. So it's a upcycled coffee box with the paper sewn on with the trim. It measures, it's a mini day book, so it measures, it's just under about 10 centimeters wide, and it's about 14 and a half centimeters high, and it has 6 signatures, and the spine on it is about 6 centimeters wide. Okay, so we'll go straight in. It's got some trim on the top, like a tassely trim, which I thought went quite nice. It's got the Tim Holtz book plate, nameplate, and the hitch post, and it's embellished with a vintage necklace. I've taken some strands of this beautiful vintage necklace, which goes so well with the different beads on it. So that's what it's embellished with. As I said, it's got 6 signatures, and it's going to start from September. A little pocket in the front, just for a few goodies. I really love the image of this lady, and that was part of the ephemera pack, so I've popped that on, and this is part of the ephemera pack too. And in fact I forgot that this is a little tuck spot there for smaller items, little mini tuck spot, and these are just sort of like these came from a calendar of the vintage travel adverts for English tourist spots. And I popped a little bit of paper in here. This is lovely, an old book about gardening. So I've just popped that in because I thought it was quite a nice touch. So it's a Graphic45 Seasons, the first cover of the first signature. If I can find the back. So it has autumn. Let's move that across there. Autumn on the back. And as you can see, it's absolutely beautifully decorated. All the autumn colours. So that's the cover for the first signature. And what I've done is I've got the dictionary definition there, as you can see, and just the month on it. And going in, I've actually popped in quite a few bits and pieces, sort of clipped in with decorated paper clips. So we have a mixture of vintage papers, new papers, pictures, big florals, tea dyed and plain, little collages with postage stamps and a bit of stamping on it. This was a stamp that I recently acquired. I love the little quote, "Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree," and that was by Emily Bronte. So I'll put that in. Okay, some collages I've done, you'll see on the tea dyed paper. Florals, autumnal washi tape, little tuck in here. Just things that she can move around should she wish to. A little pocket there. Oh, it's still glued. There's a pocket there. And I've popped in, I think it's the vintage train card, but anything can go in there really. I'll pop that in later with this little decorated paper clip. I keep wanting to say safety pin for some reason, but it's not. Stamping on the vintage music paper, which I thought looked quite effective. And let me try and get this quite right. tea-dyed maths paper and stamping on there as well. Picture, and that's an autumnal scene for the centre. I just love the colours on this. Other side of that music paper. And I think one of these flips out. Did I do a flip out on one? I did a flip out on one. Yeah. This was just tipped in or pinned in. Things I love about autumn. I thought it was really pretty. That was really pretty with the tea-dyed paper. And open it out. So that's clipped in with a paper clip. Let's get it right. Okay, autumnal coloured ribbons. The other side, and then another autumn quote. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. Oh, quite pretty. Again, this is music paper. That's just tea-dyed. A little stamp. There you go. One of my recent finds, this book. I loved it. I absolutely love it. It was a 50p bargain book filled with these lovely images. Bit of journey space there. And I found another necklace which is beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. And I've just taken some beads from that to embellish some of the tabs. So October, I've just done that with a little stamp collage. Birds, quite self-explanatory really. This is a book, a vintage book, and it's got all these line drawings from different parts of Britain. And Avebury is just down the way from us in Hampshire, I think. And I just thought those, I just love the colours. It's a lovely feel to this paper as well, so I popped that in too. There's a few of those. Beautiful old stamp. It's huge. It's huge, and I just thought I'd pop that in with a bit of a collage. Another piece of this paper I picked up from a magazine, I think, Nature magazine. I appreciate nature, so I popped that in. It's all about your autumn garden, and I thought it would look quite nice there. Some florals. Again, autumnal scene. Collage. These Victorian ladies. Tea-dyed paper and floral. I went through just circle punching, just images that I liked a few weeks ago one afternoon, and this was just from a little country book. Looks like a curtain, but I thought that was nice. With these are Tim Holt's little journaling prompts. Another page from that book of drawings all about Britain. And some Edith Holder, Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And the tab sewn on with this gorgeous, can you see it, little glass bead there. Okay. So that is October. November, I love this. It's actually wrapping paper. I got quite a few sheets. I think it was paper chase. I just love the colours, and I thought it suited the month of November down to the ground. So I've covered the November signature on that. And you start off with a little Victorian ladies, but just aren't these colours gorgeous? it for sewing machine, and I thought the colours went really well with the opening. So tea dyed. Oh, this is lovely. This is from the magazine again. I think it was, I'll have to link it below. But I just love that, the comfort food, and the little winter section for you to write down your comfort food and recipes that you really like. Bit of Tim Holtz paper, and that was some of this Tim Holtz paper as well. Bird book. A paper chase card, which was lovely. I thought this was fun, just like a free printable from Pinterest. It was just a fun winter advert, so I popped that in. Washi tape with, yeah, 2 lots of washi tape actually there. And this is just from an old book. And I just popped this in there. Things I like about winter. And a picture. And this was from Edith Holden. I think when I was putting this together, this was the image that most people really loved when I did a little post on putting it together. Just beautiful colours, these toadstools for November. The side of that picture. And the side of that picture as well, and just room for journaling above there. Tipped in little. That's plain. Oh no, I stamped on that. I did like an autumnal stamp on that, and I just popped that in. It could go in either way actually, couldn't it? It looked quite nice that way. Pop that in. You can do with what she likes with that. Other side of the card, paper chase card. Lovely birds. A little bit of paper craft, like a sticker. Well, that'd be quite nice for a little bit of journaling. This day book is mainly for, it's not for extensive journaling, it's for quick notes. I have mine just by my bed, and I just do a couple of quick notes as to what I'm doing that day. So that's the purpose for this, but it just has something nice on every day for you to have a look at. There we go, so that's the end of the November signature, and I've made a little pocket on the back. Now I've just popped a couple of bits in really. I think this was, I just thought that was pretty. It's quite an old-fashioned little image of some dried florals. It was in the autumn section, a little vintage book that I have, and again a couple of those little adverts. Travelling around Britain, and I thought they would be useful just for doing with what she liked really. December, I've just used a picture, an image that I found that I thought was lovely. So that's the front, at the back. I'm trying to find, here you go. That's the back. You can see the back of that. Started off with tea dyed paper and a collage with a postage stamp. This I really love. I got this from an H&M magazine. I took the image out last winter because I really loved it. So I thought I'd pop it in here. So it's of a lovely cosy bed with all the lovely throws and things that you pop on in the winter, and the dictionary definition of cosy. And this page with like the coffee cup stains on it, which I love. I thought it just reminded me of cosy mornings, leisurely mornings in bed with a cup of coffee, maybe the newspapers and things. And I stamped it with these couple of stamps I forgot I had really. And the coffee beans and the cafetiere, which is nice. That's the other side of that. I bought a little book a few months ago in Paper Chase, I think it was. No, Waterstones, and it was an astronomer's notebook. And so in here I've popped a couple of the pages. It's a lunar cycle tracker so people can track the phases of the moon. And I popped that in there. I tea dyed it, and then I got, this was from that magazine again. I think it was winter, looking at the skies in the winter and tracking what you see. So I just thought I'd pop that in there. This is another image. I can't remember where that's from. A magazine of a cosily made bed with a lovely chunk of throw on it, and I just sort of decorated it with a cutout from another book. And that's the other side. Can you see those lovely throws in the neutrals? And again, just tea dyed paper on the other side with the stamp of the coffee. It's tea dyed. Yeah, this was a paper chase set. That was a little card from Paper Chase I've clipped in there. Birds. This was nice. From a vintage botanical book, and it's the winter roses. Are they hellebores, are they called? Got some in my window box outside, and they look lovely in the winter, so I popped that in, and a bit of a collage on there. This is a Pinterest image, vintage ice skaters, and I popped it onto some tracing paper and just popped it in there. I think it's lovely. I love the way it feels. Printed on some music paper. And again, the Tim Holtz, and it's an old vintage dried flower image there. That's what I'll pop in. Things to do this winter. And a little collage there. The centre of that is just a little painting image I found. And this was a book and I found a few last winter. Went away with my friend Tina. We have a mummy's weekend, and in one of the charity shops we just picked up this little book, about 50p I think, and it just filled with these lovely houseplant images. So I finally decided to take it to bits so it can be loved by lots of people, not just me. Sewn in little lace tab there with a little glass bead. Other side. I love these vintage ice skates. This is a printable from Pinterest. And I just printed it onto the music paper. I thought it went well with the ice skating, vintage ice skating. In fact, I put this in my day book last year. I think I might do it again for this year too, this winter. And these, I thought they were fun. They were just from the works. I just thought they'd be icy, sort of snowy type vibe, but they'd go quite nicely, those numbers. Other side of the hellebore. Collage. Birds. Thought that was quite pretty. Just did a little collage again. Again, this is our snuggly, blankety thing. The other side with the coffees. And that's the other side of that H&M picture. I thought it was nice again, just with the green and the grey. That's the other side of that. Very pleased with that. And they were liked the image, but I didn't know what to do with it. But I'm actually quite pleased with how it's turned out. So that's the end of December, now into January. And I'm wondering, I think this has reached 19 minutes. I might just end it here and start a part 2 just for January and February, just so it's not too long. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.